Hello everyone. Have you ever heard the terms literary theory and literary criticism and felt confused? Do they mean the same thing or they are different? In today's video, we will understand the difference between literary theory and literary criticism in the simplest way possible. So let's begin. If you want to understand any topic in any subject, first try to decode the name or the title of that topic. One thing which is common between these two topics is the word literary. Literary means anything related to book, literature, writing, and language based artistic expression. The second word, theory, means a set of ideas and methods organized in a structured way to explain some facts and phenomena. And criticism means opinion, evaluation, and interpretation of any art form. So we can say that literary theory is the method or idea used to study literature. It tells us how to read a text, what question to ask, and what to focus on. It is like a pair of glasses. Different glasses help us to see different things in a literary work. For example, feminist theory focuses on women and gender. Marxist theories focuses on class and society. Psychoanalytic theory focuses on human mind and emotion. So theory gives us a way of thinking about literary text. On the other hand, literary criticism is the actual analysis of a poem, novel, play using those theories. A critic reads a text and explains themes, character, symbol, emotion, and deeper meaning. For example, a critic may study Hamlet and explains Hamlet's mental conflict using psychoanalytic theory. That explanation becomes literary criticism. So, criticism is the practical application of theory. Theory develops from ideas and observation of socio-cultural phenomena and the text, while criticism applies those ideas to analyze literary texts. Just like Newton observed the fall of an apple from the tree, did research on it, and gave his theory of gravity. And this theory of gravity helped us to solve some tough problems of maths and physics. To understand this thoroughly, just imagine there is a scholar, Karl Marx, who observed class inequality and how capitalism often exploit workers and develop his theory of Marxism. A critic who is aware of different literary theories. In the film Titanic, he notices the class differences and social inequality. Using Marxist theory, he analyzes the film themes and social message and also traces some other theories like New Historicism, Structuralism, Feminism, and Postmodernism in the film. After this example, you may understand that you may find multiple theories in a single text, like feminism, Marxism, formalism, psychoanalytic theory in Pride and Prejudice, and a single theory in multiple texts, like Marxism in Titanic, Pride and Prejudice, A Tale of Two Cities, and Oliver Twist, etc. But you can't criticize both Titanic and Pride and Prejudice in the same way because each and every text is unique in itself. Remember this carefully. Theory is usually abstract, philosophical, and general. On the other hand, criticism is practical, text based, and specific. Theory teaches us how to think, criticism shows us how to apply that thinking. One more question. Can these two survive without each other? The answer is yes. Criticism can survive independently, but without criticism, theory remains mostly an abstract idea. Literary criticism existed long before modern theory. Early thinkers like Plato and Aristotle analyzed literature without modern theoretical frameworks. Plato's Republic is considered one of the earliest works related to literary criticism, and Aristotle's Poetics is considered the first major book of literary theory and literary criticism. But in modern times, theory and criticism works together in literary studies and depend on each other for full development and usefulness. I hope now the difference between literary theory and literary criticism is completely clear. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.